So this is an interesting situation, Cece, because I think a lot of people thought he would have gotten paid and this would have been all behind him before the season started. Do you think his performance this season impacts your thoughts of him as a franchise quarterback?
No, they don't influence me. I've seen that he's improved. There's a number of moving parts around him, including the coordinator and the coach. But I just don't think we do quarterbacks really give them a fair shot as far as when are we supposed to make them a franchise quarterback? And that's if a guy is a top 10 pick, if he's a first-round pick, he's a franchise guy, and what window as far as years do we do that? Because right now when we draft them, oh, they're franchise quarterbacks, oh, they're not franchise quarterbacks. But if we look at the most successful quarterbacks we have playing in today's game, and we just went by the judgment system that they were in when they started playing, and let's go from Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, all these guys, and I'll even throw in Russell, Aaron Rodgers. Every time when they were introduced to the public as the franchise quarterback, look what all of them went through. Tom Brady, they had won a Super Bowl. Is he really a franchise quarterback? Or is he just in the car because of Belichick and the defense and all the things surrounding him? Phillip Rivers didn't get no blessing when he went to San Diego starting out. Aaron Rodgers, you saw what he went through waiting for Brett Favre. Russell Wilson is one of the few at a very, very young age we said, you know something? He beat out a guy that they had spent a lot of money for in free agency. They had turned the reins over to him, even though it was a running team. So for me, Dak's done all the things I would want him to do. The money's going to be outrageous. When Kirk Cousins gets $28 million guaranteed, all of it guaranteed, and then Dak's quarterback class starts to come up, it's like, well, what about Goff? Well, what about Wentz? If we let the public keep judging these quarterbacks, we're not going to have any franchise quarterbacks. It takes a process. I just believe we're trying to put that label on quarterbacks before they're really ready. Drew Brees, look what he went through before he was the franchise quarterback, because this is his second franchise. Because the first franchise gave up on him. All right? Now, there was an injury, but they had a choice. And they chose to not believe in Drew Brees and his overall talent. So I would just be very, very careful. I think Dak has all the attributes you want. He's steady. He's improving as a passer. He's a great leader. People respect him. And in the biggest moments, Dak has played good football.
I think he has all the attributes you want, with one questionable one, and it might be the most important one, which is how good of a thrower of the football is he really? Because I don't think I think what Jerry said at the end there, I agree with him on. Dak's knees don't buckle in the biggest spots. In fact, I think he gets better with his back up against the wall. I think he gets better when his team is trailing late in games. We've seen it. Hell, in the Packer game, they were down 31-3, so the defense changes a bit. But once they were down 31-3, he played solid football. The one interception he had there was when his receiver got mugged. It was almost assuredly.
It could have been like Baker Mayfield on Monday night when they got down. And they had no chance of coming back. They had the opportunity.
Right. Dak doesn't roll over. The Browns rolled over Monday night, and Baker completed 8 passes for the entire game. There's no segment of that game that you can take and be hopeful about. And everyone, this is like the old is Joe Flacco elite conversation. What is a franchise quarterback? It's something in the eye of the beholder. But to answer your question, my opinion on Dak has not changed positively or negatively thus far this year. It's why I said we joked early in the year, first couple games, I'm going to be late to jump on this train because I jumped on it way too early his rookie season. And now I feel like the train is going about the speed it was before the year, which is Dak can be really good. He can struggle against some of the better opponents, and where is he in the NFC hierarchy? To me, each division in the NFC has a clear-cut, no questions asked best quarterback. Russell Wilson in the West, Aaron Rodgers in the North, Drew Brees in the South, and Carson Wentz, not Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz in the East. Then there's this group of a half dozen guys, Garoppolo, Goff, Matt Ryan, Cam Newton, both of whom have won MVPs, by the way, Matt Stafford and Dak. Those 6 guys, I think if you asked 100 football fans, some would have any of them 5th, in the conference. Some would have him 10th. And it's where you slot him in there. If you think he's 5th or 6th amongst those, all the quarterbacks in the conference behind those clear-cut top 4, then you love what he did at the beginning of the year. You're not going to kill him for what he did these last 2 games, and you think he clearly deserves the $35 million. If you think he's closer to 9th or 10th, you think the Cowboys are probably about to make a mistake. I think he's right in the middle. And if you're the 8th or 9th best quarterback in your conference and the 15th or 16th best quarterback in football, then how good will your team be when they have to start paring away the talent when you're off your rookie deal? That is the question Cowboys fans have and I have.
Look, we live in this world of immediate gratification. We want to know everything right away. If, like you said, it does take years to really figure out if a quarterback has staying power in the league and is a franchise quarterback, how would you describe a franchise quarterback? What is a franchise quarterback?
He's the guy, to me, the leadership becomes important. I think we miss out on that because the players run the locker room. The owner runs the organization. The coach runs the team, but the players run the locker room. And you have a lot of different characters. I'm talking about characters, a lot of different personalities. But you can't be a guy that can't speak to guys and correct guys and say things and guys don't respect you and be a franchise quarterback. Yeah, I want you to be able to throw the ball. I think you should be able to make every throw. With the quality throwers we have in the league, you should be able to make every throw on the football field. But there's so many other things that go about being a franchise quarterback. Winning games. Can I win a game with my arms? Can I win a game with my legs? Can I get out of the way? So there's not one thing of franchise quarterback, but the number one stat for me is winning games. If a guy can win more games than he can lose, then he should be your franchise quarterback. All these other things we keep trying to add as if there is a perfect example of what a franchise quarterback is. No, there's not.
And last point on this, Jerry Jones, we saw he had a lot of luminaries in his luxury box this weekend, people that I'm sure have negotiated either on their behalf or other people, President W. Bush, Ellen DeGeneres, multi-million-dollar deals. Some of them should give him some advice if he wants to take it. He's got to stop talking about this. He can say Dak's play does not affect the contract. Well, the contract's not done for a reason. It is because the Cowboys have placed a value at Dak at X. He has placed a value in his agent have placed a value on him at Y, and the gulf is too big. When all of a sudden, as a team, Dak has played a couple poor games, and you might have a little bit of leverage to say, why won't you accept the offer? To say, no, how he plays has nothing to do with it. He keeps undercutting his own position if they want to get this deal done, which I would assume, bless you, both parties do want to get this deal done sooner rather than later.
But that's not going to change.
I was just going to say.
Oh, Jerry ain't going to stop talking about it.
Will be the
Jerry,
first
when he
time.
wakes up this morning, brushes his teeth, get on his way. Oh, yeah, how about them Cowboys? Oh, he's going to be talking to somebody about them Cowboys today. That's him. That's his brand. He loves football. And also, the reason why those people are in his box compared to some of these other billionaires' boxes is because of his brand and the way he talks about his product and sells his product.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.